Hello friends, today we are going to discuss if-else statement. What is if-else statement? The if-else statement is an extension of simple if statement. If-else statement first tests a condition, then it allows us to take two possible actions. One is when condition is true and the other is when condition is false. The syntax for if-else statement is like this one. If condition. Depending on this condition, whether it is true or false, if block or else block statements are executed. If condition is true, then the if block statements are executed, and if condition is false, then else block statements are executed. Here we have to note that if number of statements are there, then we use curly braces. If only one statement is there, either in if block or in else block, no need of the curly braces. So curly braces can be omitted. Flowchart for if else statement. This gives the clear idea about the if else statement. What is logic in if else statement, that is becomes clear from this flowchart. Here at entry point there is a condition, and depending on this condition whether it is true or false. If condition is true, if block statement is executed, and after execution of if block statement, control goes to the next statement, skipping the else block statement. Similarly, if condition is false, then control goes to execute the if block statement, and after that when following next statements are executed. Now let us try to understand if else statement through examples. So in first example, here in place of the condition 1 is written. So if condition is non-zero value, it is taken as a true. Naturally, what is statements in the if block, that is going to be executed. So here only one statement is there, and so open and close braces are not included here. So this printf statement prints the good morning on the output screen. Then else block statement, that is here printf good evening is skipped off. Out of if else statement there is a printf statement, so end of the program. So this statement prints the end of the program on the output screen, and then get ch and return 0 are executed. So when we run this program, we get the output like this one, good morning and end of the program. Now let us take another example. In this example, in place of the condition 0 is written. So 0 is taken as a false value. So else part is executed. So in else part, printf good evening. This is printed on the output screen, and following that one, printf statement prints end of the program on the output screen, whereas get cs hold the output screen, and when any key is pressed, then return 0 returns a value to the operating system variable that checks the proper execution of the program. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one, good evening, and end of the program. Now in another example, let us declare a variable and use this variable in as a condition. So in this program, variable n, that is of integer type, is declared and its value is assigned as a 5. In place of condition, n is written. So if n, so here we see that n is non-integer value. Sorry, n is a integer value. So it is non-zero value. So condition is true. When condition is true, here two statements are included in the if block, and that's why open and close braces are inserted. So if more than one statement is there, we use the open and close brace. So condition is true. So print if statement print the good morning on the output screen, and also here another statement print if value of n. What is the value of n? That is printed at the place of format specifier %d. So value of n gets printed at this point, and while printing this one, else block statements are skipped off. So when we run this program, we get the output like this one, good morning, and value of n equal to 5. In another example, here value of n is set as a 0, and when we use this variable n as a condition, here n is 0, so condition becomes false. So if block statements are skipped off, else block statements are executed. So when we run this program, we get the output good evening and value of n equal to 0. So these two printf statement prints this output. Now in next example, we use the logic operator in condition. So again we declare a integer type variable n and assign a value of 5. In condition, if not n, so if not n, what is return value of this equation are this, n is equal to 5, that is true, and if we negate this one, that becomes false. So not n returns a 0 value. If it is true, then it is a 1. So here as n is equal to 5, negation of 5 equal to 0. So condition becomes false. So else block statements are executed, and when these statements are executed, we get as a output good evening and return value of not n, that is also printed. So here we will see that return value of not n is 0. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one. In another example, here if we set the initial value of n as a 0, then when n is used together with the logic operator not, then its value becomes true and it returns a value of 1, and so its value becomes true. When it is true, if block statements are executed, and in if block statements we print good morning and also the return value of not n. Naturally this is going to be 1. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one, good morning and value of n equal to 1. So here important thing is that when we use the equation, what is the final result of that one? If logic equation is used, then what is the return value? That may be either 0 or 1. So depending on this value, if block statements or else block statements are executed. Here in another example, we also use a relational operator. So what would be the output of this program? In condition, here it is placed not in parenthesis n greater than 10. So this condition is first evaluated, and what is output of this one? Depending on that one, either if block or else block statements are executed. So let us see here. When anything is enclosed in the parenthesis, first we evaluate that one that has the higher precedence. So n greater than 10, this is the false condition. When this and this is false, means this becomes 0 and not 0. After that one there is a not 0, not 0 becomes 1. So when it becomes, condition is true. Naturally, if block statements are executed, and when these statements are executed, we are getting output good morning, return value equal to, we print the return value of this one, and here we are thinking that is this is going to be 1. So when this program is run, we get the output good morning and return value 1. In another problem, here let us make n less than 10. So here condition is true, but when after that one it is not. Negation of true means false. So condition here becomes false. When condition becomes false, then output of this is going to be execution, result of execution of else block, and this else block when executed, output good evening, and return value of that one, that is going to be 0. So when program is run, we get the output good evening and return value is 0. Now one more important point is that here we are including n greater than 10 or n less than 10 in these two examples in parentheses. Now if these parentheses are not present, then what would be the output? That we will see in example 9. Now when parentheses are not present, so depending as a relational operator has higher precedence than the logic operators. So depending on the return value of this relational operator, if block or else block statements are executed, then its value is negated. So what is the output of this one relational operator? Depending on that one, if block or else block statements are executed. So here n greater than 10. Here we see that n equal to 5 greater than 10, it means it is false. So before negating this one, depending on this result, as it is false, so else block statements are executed. Then when we run this program, we find the output like this one, good evening and else value. Now this result output is going to be from other, as we discussed in the previous example. If we include n greater than 10 in the parenthesis, then we get the another result. If no parenthesis is included, we get this output. Now in another example, we are using n less than 10. That is, here condition is true. And after that one, if or else block statements are executed, then whatever is the negation value, that is used elsewhere. But here execution of if or else block statement depends on this initial result of n less than 10. So when this program is run, here we find that n less than 10 is true. So if block statements are executed, and when it is executed, we get the output like this one. Good morning, and return value is 1. Now, if we take another example, in this example, write a C program to check whether a positive number entered by user is odd or even. So here we have to find the entered number is odd or even. Naturally, this check is made after finding using the modulo operator and finding the remainder when number is divided by 2. So program may be written like this one. So integer number, we have to get this number from the keyboard, or so we have to declare a variable. So printf statement, enter a positive integer. This message is displayed on the output screen because when scanf function is executed, it waits for the data. So what should be the response from us, from user? For that one, a message is printed on the output screen using the printf function. So we enter an integer number and that is stored with the variable n. Then here if else, here condition is used. If number modulo 2 equal to 0, here number modulo 2, this operation gives the remainder that may be 0 or 1, and this remainder is compare with 0. If both are equal, that is remainder comes out to be 0, condition becomes true, and we display printf here at this point percentage. What is the number is even. If condition is false, then we display else part, that is printf number is odd. So when this program is run, output is like this one. First enter a positive number. Here enter a positive number. Here we have to write a number and press an enter key. 37. 37 is entered, and when enter key is pressed, we get the output like this one. 37 is odd. Now let us run the program second time, that is run 2, and again enter a positive integer. This time we enter 88 and press the enter key. When enter key is pressed, we get the output 88 is even. So in this way it becomes very easy to check whether a entered number is even or odd. The program can also be written, or a number for odd or even can be checked even using the if statement only. But here it becomes easier using the if else because two options are available for any number. So we use the if else statement. Now in example number 12, we have to write a C program to find larger of two numbers. So a program can be written like this one. So in this program, we declare the two variables a and b of float type, as we have to enter the two numbers. And next statement is the printf statement. As we are using here scanf function to get the two numbers from the keyboard. So what type of the response should be from the user? For that one, we generally write before scanf function a printf statement just to display a message for the user response. So enter two numbers is displayed on the output screen, and when user enter the two numbers, those numbers are stored with variable A and variable B. Now next one is if else statement. In if else statement, condition is A is greater than B, first number is greater than B. If condition is true, we print that first number is larger. If condition is false, we print second number is larger. That is, value of A is the first number, value of B is the second number. So when we run this program, we get the output like this one. First, enter two numbers. Here this message is displayed on the output screen, and unless and until we enter the two numbers, cursor goes on blinking after the colon marks. When we enter the two numbers and press the enter key, we get the output like this one. 34.5 is larger. Similarly, when we run the program second time, and suppose this time we enter the two numbers 78 and 90. Here we find that these are the integer numbers. But when we run the program, we get the output like this one. 90.0 is larger. Here this looks that 90.0 is the float number as we are entering the integer number. This is due to the as we are declaring the float variable. So whatever is integer number is taken entered, that is gets converted into the real number. Now let us take the another example, that is example number 13. In this one, C program to check whether a given character is R or not. So in this program we have to check that entered character is R or not. If it is entered character is R, we print that is it is R. Otherwise, if it is another character, we print it is not R. So a program can be written like this one. So to get any character in the program, we have to declare the character type variable. So here character type variable is declared, and then as usual printf statement print this message, enter any character on the output screen. Because when scanf function is executed, compiler waits for response from the user. So what type of the response? For that one, this message is printed using the printf function. So when we enter any character and press enter key, that character is tested in condition here ch equal to R. If enter character is equal, both are same, then printf it is R. If this condition is false, if characters are not equal, then we have to print it is not R. So in this way we can check a particular type of the character. Here we have to verify as it is R or not. So when program is run, we get the output like this one. During first run, enter any character. Suppose we are pressing R and entering R and pressing the enter key. Then once enter key is pressed, we get the output it is R. During the second run, suppose we press another key. That is, suppose this time we are pressing the M character, and when enter key is pressed, we get the output it is not R. In this way, we can check a particular character entered is as required character or not. So in this way, using number of examples, we discussed if else statement. So at this point, we ends our class. In the next class, we are going to discuss nested if else statement. Till then, bye and have a nice day.